Hey guys, today we're going to cover the foundational principles of powerlifting and how it can help you build strength and confidence over time. What is powerlifting? Powerlifting is a strength sport that involves three main lifts: squat, bench, and deadlift. Powerlifters aim to lift as much weight as possible in each of these lifts, with a total weight lifted across all three lifts being the total. At a powerlifting competition or meet, you have 3 attempts to lift as heavy as possible with good form. You would start pretty light and then build up to your max lift. What are the benefits of powerlifting? Strength building. Powerlifting focuses on lifting heavy weights, which stimulates muscle growth and enhances strength. Functional fitness. The movements in powerlifting, such as squatting and deadlifting, translate to everyday activities, improving mobility and functionality. Mental toughness. Successfully progressing and even competing in powerlifting requires dedication, consistency, and mental resilience, which can boost your confidence and self-belief. Many beginners struggle starting powerlifting, mainly because of form and finding the right program to start their journey. It's easily overwhelming at the beginning, but with the right guidance and advice, you should get there in no time. Getting started in powerlifting. Step 1. Mastering proper form. Before you even start lifting heavy weights, I think you can just get into the gym and lift some dumbbells or even just your body weight. Just get in there and start trying to get the right form. Even if you need to talk to a PT or coach around the place, plenty of gyms have PTs, and not all PTs know much about powerlifting, but there are a few out there who are good for you. And also, YouTube's a good resource for you to find technique videos, and comment down below if you actually want some more technique videos on the channel. Next step is to follow a structured program. There's plenty out there designed for beginners with the right sets and reps to get you started. I'll link some in the description down below, including the main website where you can find loads of free programs called the Lifting Vault or Lifting Vault. You can download different spreadsheets for someone, and they also go through the explanation of how to run the program. I'll also link a few others, and the one I ran when I first started called Jason Blahar's 5x5 program, Ice Cream Fitness. I found that a really good one myself. It's entirely up to you and your needs. The key to success in powerlifting lies in consistency and progressive overload. We will emphasise the importance of staying committed to your training and gradually increasing the weights as you continue progress. Accessory and isolation movements and exercise variations. It sounds a lot of stuff at once, doesn't it? I do recommend some sort of accessory work. More people see it as more bodybuilding stuff, but if it's like hit some weak points and everything, I wouldn't worry too much at first, but it's good to add like a few other exercises to get building some more muscle and getting used to lifting weights in general, as well as your powerlifting. If you're already experienced, you probably know what I'm on about, but if you want more videos about accessory lifts and isolation movements, comment down below. And then there's lifting variations, such as you got your bench press. You can do a variation such as the lance and press or close grip bench press. Isolates more of the triceps, but also it's basically, as you carry on and progress, you'll start to come up with your weak points and you try and build up from there and add these movements in, or you completely get rid of the main movement depending on where you are and you can add that movement in. But at first I don't recommend completely getting rid of your squat, bench and deadlift to do a variation. Stick with the main easy stuff. Do that first. Next up, we've got setting achievable goals. So you need to know what you want to aim for. First up, I like to set things pretty easy. So you're going to set a main goal, and you're going to have a short-term, medium-term and long-term goal. I've got an example that's coming up now. I've got a lady in her 30s and weight trained for a few months, but likes to get into powerlifting and also do her first competition. Main goal, she wants to bench 50 kilos at her first powerlifting competition in a year's time. So let's break it down. I'm going to got a short-term goal, medium-term goal and a long-term goal. I split these up. The short-term goal I've got as a 4 weeks. I've got mastering bench pressing, and with just 5 kilo dumbbells. Seems pretty reasonable for sets of 12, just to get used to things. I've not really got a specific rep range or anything. I just think 12 is a good start for now, just to get used to things, because I think she's probably at the point where she would probably struggle with 7s. I think you can still bench 7s if you're going for that rate range, but yeah, start pretty light, getting used to the range of motion. And then medium term goal, I've got 8 to 12 weeks. Progress into benching for a set of 8 to 10 with a barbell. After mastering some sort of bench technique, I think she'll probably progress on to the 7.5s eventually anyway, before this point, but she can definitely do a barbell at this point. This is a whole healthy woman, by the way. It's nothing, she's not got shoulder problems or other problems and stuff. This is just a normal, healthy 30-odd-year-old woman. So, okay, so I've got her benching with a barbell, and then she's going to start adding weight onto the bar with 2.5 kilos for sets of 5, see how she feels with there. And then we've got the long-term goal, 6 or 8 months. Hopefully we've got her to a point where she can at least do 40 kilos for 1 rep. This is all with good programming and coaching and guidance. After this point, and if she's got the 40 kilo bench press, we can modify the goal slightly, and hopefully she'll get up to 50 kilo bench a few months after that for a first comp. Next up, I've got food. I'm not a nutrition expert, but I'll give you a brief guidance on food and nutrition. Just make sure you just actually eat enough. I'll link down a calorie and macro calculator down below so you can figure out how much you need to eat. Just see how you feel with food and stuff. Some people might be a bit, don't eat enough and you'll actually feel like rubbish, so just be careful of that. Visit the link down below. I should have a title saying the calorie and macro calculator. I do recommend that. We've got our macros, protein, fats and carbs, the 3 main ones I like to cover. I recommend consuming 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Good sources of protein include lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy products, and other plant sources such as tofu and soya. And also we've got carbohydrates. I would recommend trying to stick with mostly complex carbohydrates, especially for now. Complex carbohydrates provide energy for intense training. Powerlifters typically include complex carbohydrates into their diet, such as whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, oats, sweet potatoes and vegetables. You can add fast carbs such as sweets and dextrose into a shake or your pre-workout, but you have to time it for your training. I've done it before, mostly towards my competitions and around lifting at a comp, or if I'm lifting heavy, I might have a bit or a long training session. Do your own research in that. I could do a more in-depth video of that, but I recommend just sticking with complex carbohydrates as much as you can. You don't have to be absolutely perfect, but yeah, just stick with the complex for now, okay? And we've got fats, healthy fats you could call them, found in avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oils and fatty fish like salmon. Provide energy, support hormone production and aid in nutrition absorption. So I like to throw in some fruit, variety of fruit, help you get your vitamins in for overall health, and it'll help your optimal performance as well. So get your vegetables in, they also do the same thing. That's a brief overview of nutrition. I can talk about it for hours. I'm not a main expert, so just consult a dietitian, nutrition coach, or see a doctor to take any more proper advice, of course. Don't go mad at me if you do something or eat something silly. Okay. And then we've got keep up proper hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day and throughout your training sessions. And to keep hydrated, get you water in, guys. Even if it's a bit of fruit juice in it to get you down. I got a few recommendations. For women, probably stick with around 2 litres of water if you can, or build up to that. Men, you can go a bit more, but see how you feel. And also, we have lives, so if you feel that 2-3 litres is too much and you're weeing all the time, just like down it a bit. Not literally, but yeah, make sure you got plenty of water in and see if you can build it up. Just don't go weeing everywhere. If you drink too much water as well, especially if you go past 4 litres continuously, especially if you're not sweaty in a sweaty climate, in a cold place like the UK where I'm from is, well, at this time of year it's August, so yeah, it is a bit sweaty, but just be careful. You can actually wash out all the nutrients in your body and you actually feel really ill from it, so just really be careful with that. Next up, just progressing gradually in powerlifting over time with enough consistency and a good program and progressive overload, you'll start to see results over time. So just be patient. If you're really new to it, you'll probably see quite a bit of results straight away. Newbie gains, we'll say, especially if your body's not used to those lifts as well. So you might start to slow down over time. You might choose another program to run or find another coach or a coach. It just gains will slow down, but keep consistent and be fine. Well, guys, that's a wrap. I know it's pretty brief. If anyone wants more in-depth videos on the subjects covered in this video or anything that you want to know about, comment down below and I'll see what I can do. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to have more videos if you like it. And also, I like to hear about your journey as a powerlifter or whatever sports you do. I like to know your story, so comment that down below. I like to build a community on this channel, so let's see if we can get to know each other a bit more and hear each other's stories. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you next week.